Good afternoon, Valerie. It's Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. This is the fourth video of the year, and we have finals tomorrow. Now, if I didn't think that I had enough time to get everything that I needed to done, including my Eagle work and my homework and all that stuff, I wouldn't be making this video, and this video would come out tomorrow or like Thursday or something, not today. But I'm fairly confident. So this video is about the implications of an incomplete pass I saw in a game of football the other day. I'll do my best to keep it interesting and relevant for non-sports fans too. Before I start, the Patriots are back in the Super Bowl, and that makes me sad because they've been in the Super Bowl for the last 4 years. But that's not the game I'm going to talk about. On Sunday, January 20th, the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams faced off for a spot in Super Bowl 53. With the game tied at 20 each, a minute 49 left on the clock, and facing a crucial 3rd down and 10, Drew Brees threw an incomplete pass to Tommy Lee Lewis. But it's the way that pass went incomplete that makes it notable. Nickel Roby-Coleman, the defender who makes the tackle, straight up decks Lewis without even really looking for the ball. Under the rules of football, and also under the eyes of any sports fan, this is clearly a defensive pass interference penalty on Roby-Coleman, and the Saints should get another set of downs, 4 more chances to score a touchdown, but instead they settled for a field goal. Following that, the Rams drove down, kicked their own field goal to tie the game at 23 and send it into overtime, where they eventually kicked a field goal to win the game 26-23 and advance to the Super Bowl. So it's safe to say this play is pretty important. It's also pretty violent. Look at the ferocity of that tackle. Roby-Coleman checks Lewis with his shoulders, sending him sprawling to the ground. This play is a testament to athleticism, but it's also a testament to the unadulterated side of football, the injury-ridden and dirty side nobody likes to talk about. Athletes are impressive and all, but sometimes I feel like they need more protection. The recent protocols the NFL has put in place regarding concussions are a good start, but when plays like this happen all the time, it just doesn't feel enough. Although, to be fair, generally, these plays are called for pass interference. This call was important enough to make the national news, and also important enough that the NFL personally called Saints coach Sean Payton to publicly apologize for blowing the call. So there's talk of changing the rules. Goodell, please change the rules. Also, please sort out what roughing the passer is, because this ain't it, Chief. Bad football puns aside, I also want to look at metaphorically what this play could represent. And here's where finals come in. Right now, I feel like Tommy Lee Lewis. I've just been set up with this perfect 3-day weekend to study, this perfect spiral throne representing my good grades, right? And all of a sudden, out of nowhere comes homework, my Eagle project, everything that I didn't want on my plate. I thought the weekend before finals was supposed to be relaxing. It's far from it. But I want you to watch that play again, and I want you to look at Lewis after the tackle. Sure, he goes down pretty hard after dropping what could have been a game-winning pass. To be fair, my guess is that he was also expecting a pass interference call. But he almost immediately bounces up and just rejoins the huddle. That's resilience. That's the real athleticism in the play. The strength, both mental and physical prowess, that it would take to get up and just kind of shrug off this blown opportunity. So if I'm Tommy Lee Lewis, then I'm going to recover quickly. For while I might have just lost my best shot, I'm going to get up and keep fighting, because the game is still tied. Like I said, the Saints wanted to lose this game in overtime, but the point still stands. I don't know the outcome on my finals, but I know if it's a close loss, well, I've done my best. The best advice I've ever gotten from anyone is control the things you can and don't worry about the things you can't. So I'll be Tommy Lee Lewis, fingers outstretched, making a desperate grab for good grades. And when my personal Nickel Roby-Coleman tackles me, I'll bounce back quickly. Don't get me wrong, I'll still be hoping for that pass interference call, or in this case, extra credit, curves, anything to help me out. But I can't control the teachers, just like Lewis can control where the referees were looking. So I'll control the things I can and stop worrying about the things I can't. Best of luck to everybody on their finals. Valerie, I'll see you next week.